Hey everybody, I'm Cheyane Jardine with Agnes Dora by Cheyane Jardine. I'm an independent rep and I wanted to tell you about my why. I wanted to tell you how my journey started with Agnes Dora. First, at the beginning of the year, actually probably the end of last year, I have 6 kids and they run from the ages of 3 to 19. We already have one in college and the next one was college shopping. And so I started realizing I'm a labor and delivery nurse, so I have a job uh, outside of the home, but I do it PRN, so that way I'm mostly a stay-at-home mom too. I do run another business out of our house as well, but it still wasn't going to generate enough income for us to be able to put our kids through college and allow them to come out debt-free. And that was really, really important to us because so many kids these days go into college and they come out with these huge debt bills from trying to get a good education, and we didn't want that for our kids. My husband and I also talked about how we wanted to be able to retire and travel and to be able to take all 6 of our kids on vacation and pay cash for it. And these were goals that we couldn't obtain with our current financial standing. So my sister is a LLR rep and she has been with them for about a year and has been incredibly successful. And she does very well. She makes her clients very happy. And so she told me I should join the LLR queue. So I did. I joined the LLR queue, but the mom and the nurse in me definitely said, okay, I'm going to do a lot of research about this. I'm not a gambler. I'm not a risk taker. This is a big investment. It was around a $5,000 to $10,000 initial investment, and that was going to be a big part of our savings. And if I was going to take that away from my family, I really wanted to make sure I was putting it in the right place. So I watched YouTube videos. I did research, probably just like you are now too. And one thing I kept noticing is when I go to sleep at night, I had this gnawing in my stomach. It's the best way to describe it, like this knot in my stomach that this may not be the best fit for me. That things that I know are a part of this industry is surprise boxes, not being able to control my prints. What if I don't like the prints? I am really one of those type people. I'm not good at faking things at all. If I don't like something, you usually can read it on my face. So I'm not good about hiding stuff. So I knew if I got a print in that I didn't like, there would be money just sitting there in my house because I wouldn't be able to sell it because I really didn't like it and I was afraid people would know that. So also, I am a control freak. I like predictability. That's the nurse side of me, definitely. I wanted to be able to control my inventory. I wanted to be able to grow my boutique the way I wanted to. So I started researching all the companies out there. I researched Honey and Lace, Pink Sapphire, My Amelia Jane. I could go on and on and on. And what I did in my research is I talked to the reps. I talked to them about the community they had, their business structure, got a lot of information. And then I ordered pieces of clothing from each and every line. My husband thought I was nuts. All these packages showing up from all these different companies. He was wondering, what the heck is she doing? Getting all these different clothes. But what I was doing is I was walking through the whole process. I was walking through being on the customer side, ordering, getting it in, just a whole experience. How did I feel from that experience? Then I looked at the clothes as well. And what I found is I ordered a dolman, a solid navy dolman from Agnes Dora, and fell in love immediately. And so then I said, okay, this is amazing quality. I've had great customer service. This company really has a good business model in place. So then I said, well, maybe this will meet my goals. This will help me provide the things for my kids in college education for them without having to go into a bunch of debt. So then I ordered another piece just to see, maybe the first time was like I got a great steak and let me just see if it will duplicate itself again. So I ordered a solid black fisher. There's not that many companies out there that I can say that you can get online and order a solid black dress with pockets in your size right when you need it. So that really appealed to me. And so I talked to Tiffany Lance, who ended up being my upline rep, and we had the same experiences when we were in the LLR queue and when we were deciding which company to go with. We had this knot in our stomach that just felt like it wasn't a right fit. But with Agnes Dora, I didn't have that knot. I didn't go to bed wondering, is this the right decision? Is this what I should do? I went to bed excited, like I could not wait to be a part of this company. And granted, at the time I got in the queue, there was almost a several month wait because Buffy, the owner, really cared about the reps there. and she wanted to be able to halt onboarding so that way the infrastructure was there, the quality was there, and that we can maintain our less than 2% defect rate with the company as we grew. As you've seen with some of the other companies, as long as someone's willing to pay the money, they'll onboard you. They'll bring on. But then you see the loss in the quality and you hear the reps are not happy. Buffy really cares about the reps, and that really appealed to me, that the owner cared so much about the people that are working in her company, that she would stop onboarding, stop allowing people to give her money to make sure that we kept our good customer service, the reps were happy, and we maintained quality, and the company is built in the appropriate way. And so that, just knowing that there was an owner of the company that felt like that, really appealed to me. So as I talked with Tiffany, I got into the queue, and I continued to do research. It wasn't like I just drank the Kool-Aid and joined. No, I did my research, and then I started looking at the profit margins. 50% profit margins. Now granted, you got to pay your taxes out of that, and you got to reinvest in your company. But all the other companies I looked at, there was closer to like a 20 to 30% profit margin, and that was only if I sold a certain amount. So when I started off, I was going to be happy with just making like maybe an extra $1,000, $2,000 a month. That $24,000 a year additional into my income would be enough to pay for my my kids' college education. It would be enough for my husband and I to put money away for retirement, to go traveling around the world like we've always wanted to. We could pay off our house early. We could be able to take our kids on vacation and pay cash and not have credit card debt. And so that profit margin was even better. So as I lost that knot, I realized that this was really the company for me. And so I got in the queue and I got to meet the sister reps and realized that the culture is all about supporting one another, not competing with one another, because there's only 2,600 reps in the US right now. 2,600 reps. There are millions and billions of women in the US. So there's plenty of customers to share, so we don't fight over customers. Think about vendor events. We can get into vendor events because we're not fighting with, 100,000 other women trying to get into that vendor event. So the business model really opened a lot of growth and opportunity for me and my family to grow and to meet all of our goals. And since I've started, I got onboarded on May 25th, which is a very special day because my son graduated from college on that day. An hour before he walked down to get his high school diploma, I got an email saying I could join Agnes and Dora. And I was like, my goals, what started this whole experience, this journey, was him applying for college and wanting him to be able to go to college and be debt free. And an hour before he graduates, I get my email. So I just really felt that it was an additional sign that this was just the company for me and this was the right journey and the right decision. And I joined, and since then I have not regretted a second since. If you want to know more about numbers, about the business model, and how to join Agnes and Dora, go to livingadorably.com, and at the top click contact me or join my team, and I will be more than happy to talk more about Agnes and Dora with you. I will also have another video on YouTube that talks about the business model, which you can watch that as well. Subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys. See you later. Bye from Agnes and Dora.